The study on sugar intake in children delves into the intricate relationship between dietary habits and child health, with a specific focus on sugar consumption patterns, health implications, social and environmental factors, and potential solutions to curb excessive sugar intake. Understanding children's sugar intake is crucial due to its profound impact on health, affecting everything from physical growth and development to behavioral patterns and emotional well-being. The study assesses these dimensions through various methods, including dietary surveys, health screenings, and interviews with parents and caregivers, aiming to paint a comprehensive picture of how sugar affects children both physically and mentally. The research highlights that children are introduced to sugar at a young age, often through processed foods and beverages. Many of these products are targeted specifically at children, featuring high sugar content that far exceeds recommended daily limits. Despite parental awareness, the prevalence of high sugar products in the market, along with marketing strategies that attract children, makes it difficult for parents to limit sugar intake. The study reveals that children frequently consume sugary snacks, drinks, and desserts not only at home but also at school and during social gatherings, creating a consistent and significant sugar intake that becomes part of their daily diet. Additionally, parental food choices and habits often influence a child's dietary preferences, creating a cyclical challenge that requires both awareness and intervention to break. This study investigates the direct and indirect effects of excessive sugar intake on children's physical health. One of the most significant concerns highlighted is the link between high sugar consumption and an increased risk of childhood obesity. The research underscores how excess sugar contributes to excess calorie intake, leading to weight gain and, subsequently, a higher likelihood of obesity-related health issues, such as type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, and even early signs of cardiovascular disease. Furthermore, excessive sugar can disrupt metabolic functions, impacting children's ability to manage blood sugar levels effectively. Dental health is also a major concern, as sugar intake is strongly associated with tooth decay and other dental issues that require frequent and costly dental care. Over time, these health issues can become chronic, persisting into adulthood and affecting the overall quality of life. In addition to the physical health effects, the study examines the impact of sugar on children's behavior, cognitive function, and emotional well-being. Excessive sugar intake has been linked to fluctuations in energy levels, often resulting in cycles of hyperactivity followed by fatigue or irritability, which can disrupt a child's ability to focus, learn, and interact socially. In some cases, sugar has been associated with mood swings, where children experience periods of irritability and decreased concentration after the initial energy spike from sugary foods. While the research on sugar and cognitive function in children is still evolving, some studies suggest that high sugar intake may interfere with brain development and cognitive performance. This study aims to shed light on these potential effects, offering insights into how sugar can indirectly affect educational outcomes and overall emotional health in children. The environmental and social aspects that contribute to high sugar intake are explored in depth. Marketing campaigns and advertisements, especially those targeting children, play a significant role in shaping children's food preferences and demands. Colorful packaging, attractive characters, and the frequent placement of sugary foods in accessible areas in stores make it challenging for parents to manage their children's consumption. Additionally, cultural and social factors, such as celebrating events with sweets and using sugary snacks as rewards, reinforce sugar as a desirable and even expected part of children's diets. The study discusses the economic factors influencing sugar intake, noting that sugary foods are often more affordable and widely available than healthier alternatives, creating an environment where high sugar intake becomes normalized for children across various socio-economic backgrounds. Finally, the study proposes strategies for reducing sugar intake in children through a combination of education, policy, and community-based interventions. Education initiatives aimed at both parents and children are crucial for raising awareness about the health risks of sugar and promoting healthier dietary choices. Schools can play a pivotal role by integrating nutrition education into the curriculum and offering healthier meal options. Policy changes, such as regulating advertising targeting children and imposing taxes on sugary beverages, can help reduce children's access to high-sugar products. Community programs focused on healthy eating and active lifestyles can provide families with practical resources and support to implement healthier dietary habits. By working collaboratively across education, healthcare, and public policy, this study suggests a holistic approach to addressing the issue of sugar intake in children, promoting healthier futures through concerted effort and comprehensive change. The study further investigates the complex biological effects of sugar intake on children's bodies, focusing on hormonal responses and the long-term implications on metabolic health. When children consume high amounts of sugar, their bodies produce large quantities of insulin to manage blood sugar levels, leading to potential insulin resistance over time. This resistance can disrupt the body's ability to use insulin effectively, increasing the risk of type 2 diabetes even at a young age. Additionally, high sugar intake is linked to the release of stress hormones, which can affect appetite control and energy regulation. The study explores how chronic sugar consumption may create a feedback loop where children's cravings for sugar increase, driving further overconsumption and establishing habits that can be challenging to break in later years. The research also delves into the psychological dimensions of sugar intake, particularly examining the phenomenon of sugar addiction in children. While sugar is not classified as an addictive substance, studies suggest that sugar activates brain reward pathways in ways similar to addictive drugs, releasing dopamine and creating a sense of pleasure and reward. This repeated dopamine release reinforces sugar cravings, making it difficult for children to resist sugary foods. This pattern of consumption can establish an emotional dependency, where children turn to sugary snacks as a coping mechanism for stress or boredom. The study highlights the importance of understanding these psychological factors, as they suggest that reducing sugar intake in children involves addressing not only dietary habits but also underlying emotional needs. Another aspect covered in the study is the impact of family dynamics and parental influence on children's sugar consumption. Parents' attitudes toward food, their own dietary habits, and their approach to setting food-related boundaries all significantly affect children's eating behaviors. For example, parents who consume high-sugar foods or frequently use sweets as rewards may unknowingly encourage similar behaviors in their children. The study reveals that households where parents actively prioritize balanced meals and limit sugary foods tend to have children with lower sugar intake and healthier dietary habits. Additionally, family routines, such as eating meals together or involving children in meal preparation, can foster positive attitudes toward healthier food choices and reduce the appeal of sugary snacks. The study explores the role of schools and educational institutions in managing sugar intake among children. Schools are an influential environment where children spend a significant amount of time and often consume meals and snacks. Many schools have vending machines, snack bars, or cafeterias that offer sugary drinks and snacks, contributing to children's daily sugar intake. By implementing policies that limit the availability of high-sugar items and promote nutritious alternatives, schools can play a proactive role in encouraging healthier eating habits. The study also emphasizes the potential impact of nutrition education programs within schools, which can empower children to make informed choices about their diet and understand the health implications of excessive sugar consumption. Lastly, the research evaluates the effectiveness of public health campaigns and policies aimed at reducing sugar intake on a societal level. Public health initiatives, such as those advocating for clearer labeling on food products and reducing sugar content in processed foods, are essential steps in addressing high sugar consumption. Countries that have introduced sugar taxes on sweetened beverages have reported decreases in sugary drink consumption, particularly among youth. Additionally, campaigns that provide parents with information on hidden sugars in foods can help families make healthier choices. The study suggests that a combination of policy reform, public education, and collaboration with food manufacturers is necessary to create an environment that supports healthier sugar intake levels, ultimately benefiting children's long-term health and well-being. The study further explores the developmental impact of high sugar intake on children's immune systems, revealing a possible link between sugar consumption and weakened immune response. Excessive sugar intake can suppress immune function by reducing the efficiency of white blood cells, which are essential for fighting infections and maintaining overall health. For children, whose immune systems are still developing, this effect can increase susceptibility to illnesses and lengthen recovery times. The research investigates how reducing sugar intake may bolster immune resilience in children, helping them resist common childhood infections and promoting better long-term health outcomes. In addition to physical health, the study examined sugar's influence on children's sleep patterns and overall sleep quality. High sugar intake, particularly in the evening, can disrupt natural sleep cycles, making it harder for children to fall asleep and stay asleep throughout the night. Sugar's impact on sleep is often due to its effect on blood sugar fluctuations and hormone levels, leading to restlessness and even sleep disorders. This study highlights that poor sleep quality can further impact children's physical and mental health, affecting cognitive function, emotional regulation, and school performance. Reducing sugar intake can, therefore, play an essential role in helping children achieve better sleep patterns and overall wellness. The study also dives into the economic burden that excessive sugar intake places on healthcare systems and families. Chronic health issues associated with high sugar consumption, such as obesity, diabetes, and dental problems, often require long-term treatment and care, leading to increased healthcare costs. For families, frequent doctor visits, medications, and dental treatments related to sugar-linked health issues can create financial strain. The study highlights that reducing sugar intake among children could lead to considerable cost savings at both individual and societal levels. Public health measures aimed at reducing sugar intake are not only beneficial for health but also offer potential economic benefits by lowering healthcare expenditures. The environmental impact of high sugar production and consumption is also considered in this study. Sugarcane and beet farming, the primary sources of refined sugar, require significant land, water, and chemical inputs, contributing to environmental degradation. The study emphasizes that reducing demand for sugar through dietary changes could help alleviate environmental stress associated with sugar production. This connection between dietary choices and environmental sustainability introduces a broader perspective on sugar intake, suggesting that healthier consumption patterns benefit not only children's health but also the planet's well-being. Lastly, the study delves into emerging research on genetic factors that may influence children's sugar preferences and metabolism. Some children may be genetically predisposed to prefer sweeter flavors, potentially making it more challenging for them to moderate sugar intake. Genetic variations can also affect how children metabolize sugar, influencing the risk of developing health issues related to high sugar consumption. By understanding these genetic factors, the study suggests that tailored dietary recommendations could be developed to help children with higher genetic susceptibility to sugar-related health issues adopt healthier eating habits more effectively.